Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This your boy Bangful B of the Lassiter Factor, and today I'm going to talk about Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which wrapped up last week, so let's review. So this season of Daredevil Born Again sees Matt Murdock, Karen Page, and a couple of others on the run from Kingpin and his vigilante task force. But of course, Matt Murdock continues his work as the Daredevil, trying to bring Kingpin down as the mayor of New York. Now, of course, I love the original show that was under Netflix, but the first season, Daredevil Born Again Season 1 under Disney Plus, I thought was a little underwhelming. However, this season right here is a step up from that first season, mainly because I feel like the creators of this show, they basically had to work with what they already shot after they had to do some reshoots for that first season, but now it's like they're just coming to season 2 with a completely different blank slate, and they're just given carte blanche to do whatever they want, and this season it feels the most like the Netflix show, at least in my opinion. And what I really mean by that, it feels like Marvel is finally starting to embrace the Marvel Netflix shows. Like, all right, look, it was a part of this universe. Let's just embrace it and continue to incorporate it into the larger MCU. But at the same time, it still feels like its own contained thing. It's just some things that happen on the show might bleed into the movies. We'll see with the Punisher 1 hour special and Spider-Man Brand New Day. But they also step it up with the action as well. There's some really good hallway fights, some really good Daredevil action, some really good Kingpin action, and just the overall stakes, they feel high, not just through the action, but through the actual story and what's at stake here. And I mean that with all the courtroom stuff. Even some of the relationships on the show are tested, particularly through Matt Murdock and Karen Page. Even Kingpin's relationship with Vanessa is kind of tested a little bit, and spoiler alert, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Vanessa finally kicked the bucket. And Heather, who is now working with the Kingpin, she's starting to go through her own little thing and could possibly be the villain for season 3, if there is one. Kristen Ritter returns as Jessica Jones, which I absolutely love because, look, I love the original Daredevil show, but I always had a soft spot for the Jessica Jones show as well as another show, which I'll get into in a little bit. But that finale was probably one of my favorite finales that I've seen this year because, like I said, it starts with the courtroom drama. The Kingpin, he basically hits the stands, and Matt Murdock, he reveals to everybody that he is Daredevil, and then that pretty much sets everything off, and the city gets behind him, and then, of course, the Kingpin, he goes apeshit against everybody who was pretty much on the side of Daredevil, and everybody basically just had it with the Kingpin and all his shady dealings, and then it all just comes to a head with the final confrontation between him and their Daredevil, but they both just decide to just leave the city, let the city heal. Side note, my boy Luke Cage is back, and I'm excited because it's like, all right, I'm excited for a new season of Daredevil, but I'm also excited for where we are going to take this corner of the MCU because Luke Cage, he was always my favorite of the Netflix shows. And I'm excited to see him back if they do have bigger plans for this character now that he is returned. And apparently he had a baby with Jessica Jones. I'm like, fuck yes. But again, I'm also excited for a new season of Daredevil if we get it because Matt Murdock, he is now in jail, which he probably thinks is best for him because, like I said, he went away just like the Kingpin and he's in jail, and he probably thinking he could probably do some good in the prison system. Plus, we don't know what this could mean for Spider-Man Brand New Day if he's in the movie, but we shall see. If I had any gripes about the show, it's just the middle section of the show just kind of started to drag a little bit, but not too much where I started to get bored. The show hit the ground swinging. It started off strong, and then it ended off strong, and that's what I love. Usually shows hit their stride during that second season, and I felt this show did that because this show definitely hit its stride with me to the point where, again, I'm excited for not just a new season of Daredevil Born Again, but excited for what could possibly happen going forward with this corner of the MCU. I'm going to give Daredevil Born Again Season 2 the hard eyes emoji. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have you seen Daredevil Born Again Season 2? If so, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is your boy Bangful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.